Hi guys, welcome to Crimson Skies. This is a new campaign, and we are Torn Rum Gaming. Go ahead and start introducing yourselves.
You're gonna have to
My name's
call on
Arthur.
someone.
I am the DM. I'll go in order of which it is on my screen. So, Cineford.
Nimue grew up with a spellcaster as a father. He was pretty well renowned, so she grew up trying to learn magic. Keyword trying to learn magic. She can't use magic at all, as far as she knows. She grew up making up spells with her best friend and pretending like it was actually doing something. It wasn't. And her father used to encourage her at first and, was patient and understanding, and then eventually was less so, we'll just say, and tried various different ways to help her obtain some magical potential. That didn't work out. At 14, her whole entire family estate burned down. She doesn't remember how it happened, or at least she says she doesn't. No one survived except for her, and her best friend was staying over, so that's kind of a fat L. What else? Oh, so now she drinks to cope with like all of the terrible things that have happened to her, and she's hilarious and witty and sarcastic, and also fully convinced that she's casting spells when she's definitely casting spells whole time. So yeah, that is my character, Nimue.
Class and race.
She's a human magic user rogue. Definitely a magic user.
Dova.
So I am playing Zornir Aberrandi. What can I say about Zornir? Well, first off, he's a criminal. Zornir's past is essentially he was abandoned by his parents, left at an orphanage. He grew up in an orphanage until he was about 10 years old. Then he and a couple of the other disillusioned youths ran away and created a gang for themselves known as the Penniless Jackals. But being that they were, 9, 10, 11 years old, they thought it would be really cool if they nicknamed themselves the PJs. As the years went by, they dabbled in petty theft, larceny, eventually getting up to contract killings.
Allegedly.
Now, Zornir being alleged. Now, Zornir being a less than intelligent individual, but definitely having the muscles to do so, ended up becoming more of their enforcer. So any of the alleged murders were probably him. Let's be fair about that.
Allegedly.
They ended up getting a tip-off from one of their contacts, for which they had very, very few, that another rival gang from one of the bigger cities had an interesting package for them. Or, well, maybe not for them, but hey, we get the idea, right? So, surprisingly enough, the PJs pulled off the heist. However, when they got to one of their multiple safe houses, what was in it was a book. Now, they thought maybe it was magical, so they started looking through it. As they did, the rival gang busted into their safe house and started killing the PJs. Zornir ended up being the last one alive when the book called out to him and asked him if he wanted to live, and Zornir, being the less than intelligent person, said yes, and he was then whisked away, teleported out of the city, and for the past 9 months has been on the run from city to city, never staying anywhere for long.
Kira.
Hello, I'm Kira. And I'm playing a tiny ass gnome druid ranger. And I'm Willow Quickshot. See, I grew up in a busy gnome village, full of cogs and gears and all that tinker stuff. For me, nah, I was always more keen on the whispering of the trees than the whirring contraptions. I spent me days out underneath this large tree in our village called the Whispering Bough. I was always covered in mud and muck, had flowers in my hair. I still might. Always had a soft spot for the massive old tree, all of the nature around us. And then one day, some numpties went and they lit the whole forest around my village on fire. Fire, big as you like, coming in hot, straight for us. Panic, right? Something came over me. Something from that old tree just cascaded through my body. I felt the fire, I twisted it about, and I made some big old fire breaks. I saved me village, saved me tree. Proper mad, innit? After that, everything changed. I could feel the magic of the wild, feel the magic of the forest right there in me bones. And then I found this right big piece of wood, half burnt, tougher than old boots. Bit bigger than me, bit taller than me, but it became my bow. And I taught myself to shoot it like nobody's business. Even using my feet when I have to. Trust me aim. I do it when I need to get tricky, and I be a right tricky being. Get this. Ever since that fire, I've had these wee little hummingbirds follow me around like a right entourage. Reckon they like my vibe. So, now I'm out here, trying to set things right in the world, protecting the wild from folks who don't know a daisy from a deadly nightshade, and keeping an eye out for trouble. And yeah, it might be small, might be right tiny, but my aim's true, and my spirit's big. Anyway, that's me.
Good job. Scarwolf.
Hey, I'm Mark, and I am playing Anthramir Groundmover. He is a dwarf fighter who specializes in cooking. Through a rather sad set of unfortunate circumstances, poor old Andy ended up stuck in a crypt for 10 plus years and learned how to hunt monsters and cook them up and do other things to keep himself, alive. And over time, through all the talking with himself, he eventually, unfortunately, left some unresolved mental issues. And so he has a built-in caretaker mode that wants to make sure that all the people in the party that he belongs to are being cared for, well-fed, getting plenty of sleep, and doing all the things appropriate to maintain their physical and mental health, despite the fact he doesn't do so for himself very well at all. So I hope this gives you an idea of who Andy is, and if you have any questions, you can get a hold of me later. Thank you.
These are our characters for Crimson Skies. And we're going to go ahead and start off session 0. This is the very beginning of the campaign once people get their shit together. Tova, you are walking through the forest and you are looking over your shoulder as if you are being chased. You've been on the run for 9 months. You have looked through every crevice and corner of everywhere you have been so far to try to seek a way to, one, either restore your friends, or two, pay penance for what happened, right? So you're walking up and you see a lit fire. And you see a small dwarfly fellow cooking next to the fire. You walk up, and whenever he's cooking, it smells really good, and you are hungry. Like I said, you've been on the run for 9 months. You've been scavenging, basically. So you see a dwarf with horns on his helmet cooking on what looks like to be a shield. Do what you're gonna do.
Hey, dwarf. What are you cooking? It smells good.
Oh, it's going to be good. I got all the right spices. I got all the right foods. It's made of calamari, but it's not quite calamari, but it's almost calamari.
What is calamari?
Would you like some?
I know it. It's a mystery, isn't it? That's exactly what it is. All right. I'm down for some mystery.
If you've never had it before, everything's a mystery. And I encourage you to sit down. We'll get you a plate. I'll get you a bowl. We'll get you a spoon. And I'll make sure you have some of the best calamari that you'll ever have ever. I'm going to spoil calamari for you forever.
Well, considering I've never had calamari or whatever, again, mystery. So let's do it.
Sounds good. All right, and then I will make sure I give a plate to Zornir.
Kira, you are wandering through the woods and you see a small little light coming from the distance, probably about a good football field away from you. You can't really make out what it is, but you smell something absolutely delicious coming from this light. You start to wander a little closer and you start to see a bluish scale figure shimmer a bit, and you're like, what the hell is that? I haven't seen a dragon in over 10 years. So you start to walk up a little closer, and you're like, okay, what the hell is a dragon doing here? But you can't really make out what it is or his humanoid shape. But you do smell this. The smell kind of consumes you a little bit, makes you start to drool a bit. You're like, well, I just ate from the forest, so I don't really need to eat. But the smell is enchanting. It's almost lustful to you the way it's smelling. So what are you gonna do?
Oh, something smells proper tasty. I'm gonna edge around a little bit closer, like being cautious, but still walking up. And so I'm not familiar with Dragonborns. I haven't seen anything dragony for a decade, you say?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'll be right gaffed. A bleeding dragon. I haven't seen one of them in so long. Right here having a kit by fire like it's a fucking tea party. So I'm gonna walk up even closer. Can they see me?
Dova
How far am I?
and Scar make a perception check. Andy can definitely see you. Scarwolf, your character can definitely see you. Zornir, you're kind of making it out a bit from the distance, but you can tell she's on the shorter side. She is carrying what looks to be a long shaft of wood on her back. You can't tell that it's a bow, but you can definitely see her.
You know, it looks like we got a little youngin' over there hiding from us with a fishing rod or something.
A bloomin' fishing rod? I could shoot your eye out with this thing.
Well, yeah, you ought to be careful with all the things that you bring into a campsite, You don't want to hurt anybody. Any of it could be dangerous.
You could try to shoot, but,
Are you okay, little one? Where's your parents at?
What? Parents? I think I
no.
outage you. I may be small, but I've got years of experience. Trust in that.
You know what? I'm not. There is no way that I would ever diminish the amount of time and the amount of things that you've done. And I know that those things are important to you. And as you get older, you're going to think back on all the wonderful times you had. So until the other people that are taking care of you come by, why don't you sit down, have yourself something really good to eat, and it's just an unfortunate world that we live in. That sometimes the people that are responsible for us just aren't there anymore. It does happen. So kick back, relax. I think I got enough for all three of us. If not, I'll start making something else. We got all sorts of good food in this place.
You've got an awful lot of big words for a man who's only 1 foot taller than me.
Well, when you get to be 100 years old, you start to learn more words.
I've got over 3 decades on you. Now, you're gonna be selfish and greedy. You're gonna share some of what you're cooking up.
Well, I'm always sharing. That's what I do. I cook for people.
As for you, she's gonna look over at Zornir. Now, what in the blazes are you? No disrespect meant. Some kind of half-dragon human? Proper bonkers, isn't it?
Sure, let's go with that. What are you, little one? I mean, I could probably just eat you, but I don't know if that would be very good.
Oh no, I got barely any meat on these bones. You're better off eating whatever this
now,
guys
guys.
over here's making.
I have a high tolerance for all the kinds of foods we can eat, but I will not. It's just a rule. If it talks, I don't cook it. So no fighting, no tasting each other. It just don't work. If it talks, I ain't gonna cook it. It's not good to do. It's just bad karma.
Oh, feel like
What is karma? That sounds very mysterious.
Oh, it is.
Did you
Okay.
also roll a perception check?
All of us.
Yeah, all three of you.
Rolling pretty good.
So everybody, well, no, the only person to notice it is Zornir. You see a female human, jump down from a tree limb above you. And she looks very slovenly kept at this point. She has a bottle at her side, kind of stumbling along a little bit. Sin?
My
Ah, look. It's someone I can recognize. Or at least someone that's familiar in some ways. I don't fucking know.
If you don't know, I definitely don't know. But you heard him. No tasting each other. Absolutely never tasting each other. I do, however,
Well, it looks like we got quite the party going on here. Did any of you guys bring the brewskis?
Absolutely.
She looks like she did.
Absolutely, my guy. And I'm gonna kind of hold up a bottle.
Certainly
and be like,
been enjoying them,
Oh no, this one's just for me. Actually, there's not enough to go around.
Oh,
It's like a
that's
full
okay.
bottle. The bottle's not empty at all. It's like sloshing off at the neck.
Oh no, so sorry. I only brought enough for one. But I hear there's calamari amongst you guys.
Yeah, I think we
You
can
know
make
what?
you a plate too. We're running a little low though. There might only be enough for maybe 1 or 2 servings each. But we're doing this in the spirit of sharing.
You know what calamari is?
It's you, friend, over a fire.
Wait. Hold on. I'm eating meaning. That's interesting.
No. You're eating a squid-like monster that I picked up a couple weeks ago in another dungeon.
Same, right?
A squid.
A squid.
Did you really tell me that I look like a squid?
I didn't say you looked like.
I'm sorry. I've just met you like 2 seconds ago, and you all of a sudden want to call me a squid. I'm sorry. That's rich coming from somebody who's,
Familiar?
well, plainly drunk.
Familiar? From someone who's familiar?
Well, technically, it was more of a kraken, not really a squid. So technically, it's not really calamari unless you want to spell it a little bit funny, but it's close enough. It cooks the same way.
Exactly.
And I don't overdo my calamari. I promise you, I don't.
Exactly. And then
Oh, so you lied to us then?
a
Okay.
kraken, dragon, it's all the same unless you count the legs. It's all the same. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, friend. Thank you.
Wow. So we're just
What?
completely throwing logic out the window, right? That's wonderful.
Talk to me about logic
Now,
when you know what calamari is off bat, friend.
Just don't know why you're trying to get logic out of somebody who's trying to outdo the local badgers with their stumble step over here.
This isn't a stumble step. This is a perfectly curated and calculated defense mechanism. I don't know you people.
That's a lot of words, and must be another language because I don't understand any of it.
Might want to let us sniff that. Make sure you're not drinking the lamp oil.
No. This is time twist loop step. It's all planned. It's all perfectly trained and calculated. I promise.
So, are all of you going to partake in this meal?
Absolutely.
I've already been eating
Yeah, I
and
know.
stuffing my face.
So, since all of you decided to partake, for next session, put this in your notes because I will not remind you. I will give you a D10 to add to any roll. So you're sitting there and you're enjoying this meal. Andy, you start, cleaning up scrubbing your shield off, making sure it's well kept. After everybody's had their fill, and because of the food being so filling, you kind of just pass out for the night around the fire. Whenever you wake up, let's say technically you were drunk, so I'm gonna say that Kira is gonna wake up first, being the fact that she has nature abilities. Kira, you're the first to open your eyes, and whenever you do, you see a massive shadow in the sky. The sun is shining bright where y'all are nestled within the trees, but you see a massive shadow in the sky and you cannot make it out.
What in the blazes is that? I'm going to take my fucking bow out and start prodding the people around me. What in the blazes is that? It's like
Oh,
the fucking
golly
sky
gee,
is
what's that up
fucking
in the
walk.
sky?
Do not poke me, child.
Nimue is just kind of like, my head.
Hungover as fuck, yeah.
Is the shadow moving quickly or slowly?
It's
Is it
descending.
going any... Oh no! Oh no! No!
The shadow is
As it's
getting darker
descending-
as you speak.
As it's descending, can I do like a investigation or like some kind of a thing to see if I can make out any other details about it?
Give me a survival check.
Oh god, okay. That'd be a 27, big dog.
27. You notice that this thing that is descending has 4 legs and 2 wings, and it is starting to descend right above cloud level right now.
Right. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? I feel like that ain't no blooming
Maybe.
pigeon.
Are
You know,
you seeing
it looks
something
like
or not?
I'm trying to imagine all the cool things I can do with that.
Well,
You know,
let's figure that out after
I'm
it comes
pretty
for
sure
us.
I could get a casserole out of parts of that. It just depends on what kind of meat. If it turns out too chewy instead of tender, we might have to do something like roast the meat up in like baking soda or something. That might help tenderize it a bit. But it depends. Sometimes the big creatures, they can be a little hard to chew on.
I feel like we might be getting ahead of ourselves, as seeing as how you're the size of its talon, my friend.
Let's worry about the tenderizing of the meat after we live. Hear me out. Crazy
She
idea.
lives.
All right. She woke up finally.
That's a proper
right.
base. That is.
Well, I'm gonna go
try
ahead
to find some
put up-
cover.
I'm gonna go ahead and put on my walk. I'm gonna make sure that it's all ready to go, and then I'm gonna get my axe ready, and that way, just in case if we have to do a little bit of grocery shopping, I'm all ready for it.
She's gonna immediately.
Best of
Nim's gonna
luck.
immediately hide her bottle and start finding somewhere to fucking.
In the shrubbery.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh shit.
She's like dragging.
My bad.
Soren is just going to stay exactly where he is.
Alright. So whenever you see the shadow, it stays above the clouds. Whenever you start to see the shadow kind of dip a little bit where the clouds are at, it stays above the clouds. And you see it beat its enormous shadowy wings from where you're looking at it, and it zooms off directly to where a stone wall is. You see a big gateway, probably about a good quarter-mile away from you, in the direction that this thing is zoomed off to.
And every good hunter knows you got to go after your prey. So you all should be getting ready. And I know y'all's parents are not here, but if you feel safe around me, let's go and go get that thing, because we might want some breakfast here pretty quick.
What are parents?
That's the people that would normally care for you.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Let's go.
All right, go ahead and get your clothes on. Get any armors or anything that you might need. Little one, you can bring your fishing pole, and we'll go get something to eat. Find out. It looks like over there in that town or whatever that wall's for, It's doing horrible things, and so we can be heroes, and we can be well-fed heroes too.
Whoa. Hold on there, friend. I didn't sign up to be a hero.
Well, you can stay behind if you want. I ain't a
don't
kidnapper.
understand,
I ain't gonna drag you anywhere you don't want to go.
Excuse me. I'm not a child. I don't know who you think you are. I ain't no hero.
You know, I apologize. I have not properly introduced myself. You can call me Andy. And I'm an expert in surviving things and in isolated places. And so when you're alone and you don't have access to all the amenities of a decent little village, you got to deal with it yourself. And I teach people how to do that. I do stuff for them. So you're welcome to come with me. I'm going to go get us some whatever critter burgers that we can make. But you know, if you've got nothing better to do and you want to help out, please come along. But I'm not going to force you to. You obviously don't have to. You know, you're almost grown up, and you got to learn some independence at some point.
Almost grown up. Doesn't know what calamari is.
I didn't get much of that.
I can tell.
So you hunt. You're a mystery hunter, right? That's what you are.
Well, it's not always a mystery. In fact, much of the time, you perfectly know what's going on. I mean, like the other day, I got a deer, and deer makes a meat called venison, and if it's properly cooked venison, it can be really good. But sometimes it's a little bit
I've already
gamey.
started walking away.
You've got to spice it properly.
I've already started walking away.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and walk towards the wall that was mentioned.
Nimue, Willow.
I'm just gonna look at Willow and be like, so mom and dad are fighting again, and it's our fault.
Which one do you think is dad?
Yeah. I think it's the big scary one that's not really bright.
You know what? I think I wanna make friends with dad. Dear old dad. I'm gonna run up next to Zornir. Oi, dragon fellow!
What? Yeah. What do you need, little one?
Now, seeing that big old beauty up there, had me thinking. You said you were a human dragon type, right? I'm curious.
Yeah.
You said you don't have a mother or a dad. So, like, where did you
No.
come from? Human dragons. Do human dragons have? Do they lay eggs? Do they have a cloaca? Where do human dragons come from? You're a proper mystery,
I
mate.
don't know.
Where did you come from?
I don't know. Why are you asking all these questions?
Did you just like spring up from the earth like some kind of fucking magical mushroom? Oh, what's your story? I'm proper curious.
Wait. I'm a mushroom? What?
You tell me, mate. You don't look like a mushroom to me. You look like a dragon, but you're not a dragon. You don't have wings, scales, very pretty scales.
Aren't they? They're so pretty and blue.
Very pretty. You know what? Do you lay eggs?
I don't think so.
Have you ever tried?
But I don't know what could happen. I don't know.
Well, I think you should try. Don't lay eggs next to that chef dude. I think he might take it. I think he might take them. Trying to make us breakfast out of it. I don't want it.
I don't know if I lay eggs.
I think I like you. But I don't want to eat eggs from you, my friend. No offense.
I don't understand what's happening here.
This took a fucking
Just
turn.
curious.
Okay. By the way, my name is Zornir.
Zornir, my name's Willow. Willow Quickshot. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello. I guess we're gonna go over there, huh?
Well, do you want to?
I mean, I want to fight something, to be honest. Hey, I need to hurt something. It's really fun, actually.
I'm gonna start slowing my steps so I'm not quite in step with him.
Gotcha.
Like, right. Well, I'm sure you can find something over there to fight.
What's Nimue doing?
Yeah.
She's gonna take a quick swig,
God damn
right? Start the morning off right. This is a lot to deal with. There's fucking shit in the sky. There's shit happening. People are learning about the birds and the bees and the trees and eggs. She'll probably be very, very confused about what is transpiring between those two. Beeline towards Andy. Just be like, so you're talking about eggs. Do you have anything more substantial, perhaps? Anything, just to, take the edge off.
I could probably get you some bread. Bread's pretty good for calming the stomach after you've been drinking.
Nice. Well, not so much after I've been drinking, because of course I'm just gearing up for whatever the fuck that is.
Oh no, I understand. There's no judgments.
For sure.
These are rough days. Sometimes little ones get into the they get into the imbibement, and before you know it, they're coming out
Imbibing
with upset
and
stomachs.
mana. So if we kill this thing, right, which is what you're trying to do, you'll give me food. All right.
Well, even if we don't, I'll try and I don't let no one starve around me. So even if we don't manage to kill it, I think you'll probably still get to eat.
Excellent. I'm gonna stick to you, my friend. I'm gonna stick to you.
All right, you got yourselves a weapon, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got tons of spells that
Okay.
can be super useful. Tons.
Excellent. All right, so I guess we're going to continue the march.
So you start walking up to the wall, and you get probably about a good quarter mile away from it, give or take. I need you all to make a perception check.
He's very now going.
Do I lay egg? Hey, this is a very weird question for me, because I got no freaking clue.
It's a conundrum. Okay, so those who got 10 or above, you see what looks to be regular humans digging a massive hole and throwing things into it.
Which side of the wall?
It's on the right side.
So on the side we're on.
Oh, you're kind of in the middle of the road. Wall goes this way, right side, left side. This is a massive hole. We're talking anywhere between like 15, 20 feet deep. Square footage being anywhere between like 20 by 20. Big hole.
Looking into the hole, is it obvious what they're throwing in? I'd like to look at that.
If you get close enough.
Yeah.
You're still a quarter
I'd like
mile
to
away
walk.
from it. They're outside the wall.
Oh, okay. Then I'll keep walking over towards it.
All right, so you get a little closer, and you see that these humans are throwing other humans in the hole, but the other humans are not alive.
Oh no.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go over to Andy.
Do you cook that?
When I was a little boy, perhaps. I'm a little bit older now. I've learned through experience that it's probably not the best thing to do. So I've got a rule. I've got a rule about if it talks, I don't eat it,
Oh, all right, cool.
Well,
Yeah,
this looks
all
so
right,
sad.
awesome.
Why are you throwing these people in the hole?
I mean,
Well,
they are
one,
dead.
it's none of your business. Two, can't you see they're infected with the plague?
Oh no, I'm gonna step back from the hole.
Right, you see
What's
we got
the
masks
plague?
on. It's a disease. Have you never heard of disease?
Yeah, if you get sick and you die,
No.
we'd have to throw you into the hole, and they're probably gonna burn them.
I'm just gonna take
what if-
Zornier by
what if I wanna
the,
go in the
just
hole?
lightly touch his shoulder and be like, it's so bad. It's very, very bad.
Is it? Oh.
Not like in the let's
Oh,
fight
okay.
it bad, because you can't see it and you can't touch it, but like bad.
Oh, so it's a mystery. Got it. All right.
Oh my
all right,
fucking
cool.
god. Yeah,
fucking
it's a
mystery, dude.
mystery, but not the kind we want to solve, the kind we want to never ever encounter ever under any circumstances.
How close are y'all to this hole right now?
I was following
I was more or
Andy.
less enough to see it. I was close enough that I could see it. They were dumping bodies into it.
So you're close enough to see the bodies. Is anybody else close enough to see the bodies? Zornir, Willow. All right, I need whoever is closest to make a Constitution saving throw. You're good for now.
Are they all human, or are there other creatures
They're all
in
human.
there?
They're all human.
Okay.
Every single one of them human, medieval attire. They look like some of them have been stripped down to their skivvies. They're basically just throwing bodies from their pile or from a cart, carriage, whatever you want to call it, over to the hole. And you see somebody starting to light a torch.
You know, little ones, we should probably walk the other way. This is not something that we need to be around for.
I mean,
How close to the
all
gate
right,
is
well,
this hole?
Say about a
can
good
you
2 feet
stop
away from it.
saying little one and can you stop saying little one? I am so much taller than you.
That's true, but I can tell from how you talk that you're a youngin'. You know.
Well, I mean, it's true. I'm not. What were we talking about again?
We're talking about getting away from the hole because there's some things that are gonna be happening that young ones shouldn't be looking at.
I mean, I've been around death a lot. I don't really. I mean, okay though.
Well, don't let me
Sorry.
diminish your life experiences here, but we don't need to continuously expose you to negative influences in this fashion, you know. So let's walk this way. Maybe go through the gate if they'll let
Okay,
us.
whatever that means.
We'll get away.
So they finish loading the bodies into this hole, and they pour very foul-smelling liquid as much as they can over these bodies, and they drop the torch, and it just ignites,
Like pitch or something.
basically. I didn't say it was pitch, but it's something.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like pitch, but it has a different hue to it. But you're not close enough to see that because you backed away from the hole. Whenever they do that, it kind of just it ignites almost instantly. Think gasoline, but not gasoline. It ignites instantly. Big flames come up and then they die down a little bit, and you start to smell. Well, for Andy, it would smell like grilling meat, but for everybody else, it smells like burning bodies.
I bet that was the best in their winery. Like, I bet whatever that was nice to drink.
You only
That's
know.
fucking proper grim, isn't it?
I'm gonna head over towards the gate and try and get on the other side of the wall if they'll let me. I'm assuming there's guards there.
Nope, no guards.
Is the door to open?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna try and open the door.
The door does not budge, but above the gateway, you see a name. It says Eramor. You see a piece of parchment kind of stabbed into the door itself. Enter at your own risk.
Well, that's a bit unsettling. What kind of risk are we willing to
You can just
take?
walk in. Let's go.
Zorny,
What do we
you're-
have to risk? Let's
know,
go.
I don't have a problem with risk personally. I just, all of a sudden I'm now responsible for all these little ones here. I feel concerned about bringing you into a possibly dangerous place.
You're only a foot taller than me, you great big lump, and 30 years younger, if you must know. I've seen more rotten pits than you've had hot casserole dishes. Love, I think I can handle a bit of a pong without needing my hand held like a babe.
You might have woken up a little hungry, and I'm sorry about that. I think they call that the hangry. We're going to get you something to eat as soon as we can find a place to sit down, and we're going to make some omelets.
I will shove that omelet straight up your rectum, especially if it comes from Zornier's eggs. I don't want to touch it.
You have quite the mouth.
I don't think. I don't.
And he's just gonna kind of walk off because, like, he doesn't. He's trying to contemplate.
What
If he
laying
actually
eggs is.
does lay eggs.
I'm gonna try to herd Zornir back toward the group. You don't lay eggs, friend. You don't. You don't. You're a boy
How do you know?
squid. A boy squid. Boy squid. No eggs.
Wait, this is all too confusing, okay?
Brand
I
new
don't
information.
understand what's going on. I don't know. Okay, well,
I do know. You don't. Probably not. I can't say that I've ever witnessed it, ever, but I would guess no. Probably not eggs. And then she's just going to take a swig.
Look, all you guys. Glug, glug, glug. Just like that.
It's just like that, you know?
So the door is not budging.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not budging for you.
No,
right, what if
I
I
never
tried
said it
pulling?
wouldn't budge.
What if I tried pulling it?
what do you
Pull
need?
the door, and you hear the hinges kind of creak, and they start to open.
I mean, you said you were looking for a fight, mate. Have a propaganda.
Let's fight.
He's gonna take his great sword out.
This is gonna
Oh,
be
he's
great.
in for a
That's not
kerfuffle,
creepy.
that one.
All right, see y'all all
I'm
going
gonna
through the
follow
door.
Zornir. Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow after. But like a little bit farther back, because this is an interesting group. This is,
To say the least.
I'm not confident that Zornir is going to be able to differentiate between friend and foe.
So whenever you pull the door open, both of the doors actually open. Whenever you pull one, they kind of swing, and when you walk in, they swing automatically shut behind you with an abrupt. And you start looking around, and what you see are multiple people laying against the wall, coughing, this blackish, like spew coming from their mouth and their nose. And these people are all surrounding you, looking like they're trying to get towards the exit, but not making it.
Oh,
At least 20, 30 people around you spewing this black, like, oozy substance out of themselves.
All right. I'm going to take my shirt, my beard, whatever. I'm going to cover my face like this, and I'm going to continue walking.
Alcohol's the best disinfectant.
Do we really want to be here? This is gross.
I'm thinking we just need to keep going. We need to get out of here. Go out of here. Away.
Okay, so he's going to sheath his greatsword, and he's gonna get out his halberd, because you don't want to touch these people.
Willow, what are you doing?
I'm just following behind, wide-eyed, looking at everybody.
So you start walking a bit forward, and about 3 to 4 of these people start to kind of actually crawl after you a bit. You hear, "Help us! Help us!"
No.
All right, everybody. It's time to double time it, folks. Time to double time it. All right, we're going to go march, march, march. We're going to get out of here quick, okay? March, march, march. Double time.
Feel like
No.
you're gonna have to triple time, mate, with them tiny legs.
Hey, Willow. I've got this really great idea. Get on my back.
All right. I'm gonna hop up onto Zornir's back.
Awesome.
Okay. Kind of hoping that would happen. I need you to, Akira, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! That'd be an 8.
8. I need you to take 4 piercing damage. Whenever you come up and you sit on top, his scales they almost look like they're trying to self-defense him a little bit. And instead of laying smooth, they kind of shoot up a bit as soon as you start to sit down, and you cut the bottom of your legs.
Okay.
So he's a hedgehog.
I mean, I thought I was getting a ride, not getting a proper fucking puncture. You're a right walking
wait.
cheese grater.
Well, that's new. I'm sorry.
You know what? It's new for the both of us. Let's not make that mistake again.
Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna run around to the front of him and be like, uppies.
You pick her up.
He's just.
I don't.
And as he has you kind of in midair,
I don't know what to do now.
Just walk.
You never had the gnome before.
What's a gnome?
Oh, that's me, mate. You're looking right at me.
Oh. It's not. I'm not gonna catch it, am I?
Yes,
No,
you are
no, I don't think so.
absolutely 120%. Matter of fact, that's what's going around here, probably. Honestly, you never
The
know.
gnome disease.
Hey, Andy, catch.
and I'm gonna throw Will over to
The
Andy.
dwarf? Willow's gonna flip. Willow's gonna flip in midair and set herself down. She wants nothing to do with Andy.
Make a dexterity
I
saving
just-
throw. Because you're trying to flip in
I
midair.
can't.
Do me a 16.
16. All right, cool. You successfully flip in midair. You kind of stumble a little bit when you land, but you're good.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do, and I think I might just stay up front and yeah. I'm just gonna stay up front. Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna be a walking set of knives, least you could do is hold the poor gnome who just wants a better view. But I understand.
Yeah, y'all continue walking. Coming up a little bit, you start to see the edges of what looks like a town. This town is not what you're used to, not what you've seen. You see black smoke rising in the air, and it gets a little harder for you to breathe. Almost like there's a smog in the air coming up to this town, and the wilderness, probably about a quarter mile to a half mile around this town, is basically completely dead. Like all the nutrients have been sucked from the actual plant life around it. As you start to walk up and you start to see, it's a little cobblestone pathway, and it's absolutely filthy. People are throwing chamber pots outside the windows and starting to run off. You're kind of steadily going uphill, and to your knowledge, a very tinker-friendly town. You don't see a whole lot of plant life that is alive in this town, but you see an oily sheen on top of everything, like the rainbow sheen that you see on things. Whenever oil hits it, you kind of see like an oilish sheen on the windows, and the windows look like they've been smogged for a minute. And whenever you start to walk past, you see people wearing masks as they go around. So you start kind of walking through this town, and you see small little vendors selling skewered meats and things like that, like little sandwiches and whatnot on this side. And then on the other side, you see smaller shops selling little trinkets and, rusted daggers and swords in one. You go a little further, there's a couple of rusty sets of armor sitting in a window. So what are you going to do?
I'm just making sure nobody's coming close to us.
Not a damn one of you.
I need you to make a
Coming.
perception check, Zornir.
Keep your coins in your pockets.
8.
It is fairly obvious that people are looking directly at you.
At this point, he's used to it.
The black smoke that we see, is it coming from a single place, or does it look like it's a bunch of
Multiple stacks
they were-
that are probably about a half a mile away from you.
so it's like a factory, some kind of industrial area thing going on?
Kind of.
At least what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah. And the sun is fully out right now, but it's not nighttime.
I mean, this place is weird. What's all this crap all over the air? It's
You know, I've been in dungeons that are a little bit like this, but you can see the sky out here, which is really weird.
Nim's gonna kind of lean in and drunkenly be like, yeah, normally you can see it, though. That's what's weird about it. For you, this is normal. For us, weird.
I mean, I don't really know, but hey, I love this, but you know, yeah, cool.
All right. What kind of money do y'all have?
Why do you want to know about my money situation, Andy?
Because ultimately, I'm thinking we're gonna need to get some rooms at the inn.
But why do you want my money situation?
I don't want your money, but I think the innkeeper might want your money when we go to get a room.
Can you afford
The
a
innkeeper
room?
can try.
All right. Dad, you're paying for us all. And she's going to kind of clap him on the back.
Ooh, there's a bit of a problem there. I burned through most of my money buying that damned Kraken meat.
I thought you caught that.
I did. Sorta.
Caught it on sale is where he caught it.
So y'all were discussing the smog-covered city.
You have to protect the ecology of the forest because the things that we eat come from there, and we
Yes.
don't want to diminish what it provides.
Yes, Dad.
What
Who are
is?
you talking
What
to?
what are those words you just said? Those are weird words, brother.
Right.
All right.
Well,
Are there vehicles or horses on this road or anything?
Yeah, a couple of horse-drawn carriages, but that's it.
So I'm assuming we're like on some sidewalk or walking down the road. There's windows and doorways and stuff. Are they?
They're
Do they look
smudged
like
up
that they're
pretty
mostly
good.
in use?
Some of them are. Some of them have been boarded up. I would say like
Okay.
every 2 or 3 shops, you see that some of them are not in use, and you can tell like the front steps have not been used in a minute. But the windows are pretty smudged up with this smog-like substance.
it's fucking London in the 20s. So, is there anyone near us that's like, I don't know, running a shop or a cart or just standing there looking at us with nothing better to do?
Nobody's actually looking at you. They're all kind of staring at Zornir.
Street meat.
Okay.
What
That's
did you say?
crazy.
What?
It's his favorite
Street
kind.
Right. Well, I feel like we should speak to these mass townspeople. See what the fuck is going on here.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they're wearing the masks because of all the gritty smoke that's in the air.
Yes, Andy, and what is causing the black crud? Do you know?
You
Well,
can
if
see
you look at the
big,
smokestack,
yeah, let's say you can see there's 4 smokestacks rising from the distance, but you cannot see where they're coming from.
They're allowing it to poison them. We should find out. We should ask somebody who knows.
Who do you think might know?
I would assume anybody wearing a mask. Maybe one of the dead people crawling, or near dead, pardon me, crawling towards the gate, trying to escape.
I really don't want to
mean,
walk back there. I mean, we're already into the town now. It seems like such a waste to go back there and talk to them.
I say we get the information and then, hear me out, wild idea, leave, probably.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to whoever is nearby, or whatever is nearby.
I got you. So you kind of walk up to the nearest person, and he's kind of huddling next to a what looks to be a wicker basket, like dumpster, where they're kind of keeping rubbish a little bit. And you walk up to him, and he kind of looks at you a bit where you can't see his face except for his eyes, and he kind of looks down a little bit like this and goes back to kind of, huddling, trying to keep warm the way he is.
He's keeping warm by huddling next to a dumpster.
It's on.
There's no
Is
fire
it
in it,
cold
though.
out?
No, it's not.
I'm gonna avoid Dumpster Billy, actually, because that behavior is odd, and I don't want any. Is there anyone acting normal within my line of sight?
Cool.
We're not gonna talk to the fucking tweaker on the street. He could be the next one to line up by the gate, like crawling. You know what I mean?
I go up to Dumpster Billy.
Hey, do you lay eggs?
I'm going to need you to make dexterity saving throw.
20.
20.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Okay. So whenever you do that, you see him kind of move to the
Dumpster
side of
Billy.
it, and you see a flash of steel, flash of iron, and he narrowly misses you, trying to stab you in the gut with a knife.
I'm pulling my axe out. I can
All
see
right.
when something's going wrong.
Willow and I have cast Smoke Whisper Curse, so we're gonna disappear into the shadows. It's just a smoke bomb, but it's definitely a spell. And all you hear is fuck, and then we're gone into the shadows. I'm just gonna grab her with me, and we're gone. We're in the shadows.
Ow. That's right, proper trick.
All right. So you're going with an unarmed strike,
Yes.
punching the dude in the face.
Yep.
You did not answer my question, Andy. Are you still pulling your axe?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say he had his halberd in his hand, but he went to kind of just the dude. 12 does not hit this guy. When you do that, I need you. Hold on, let me roll. He goes again for his knife. He does. He kind of comes up and tries to stab you in the gut again, and it misses. You kind of swing over to the side a bit, and it goes right past your stomach.
Alright, since he attacked Zornir, I am going to take my axe and slash at him. Preferably
Okay.
on his arm to cut it off.
All right, roll a hit.
17.
17 hits.
10.
10 damage. Okay, so I also need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Also, Zornir, I need you to make a dex saving throw too.
It's a 3, but a nat 1.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
30-20, cool. Okay, so you go and you slice him right here at the forearm, and his knife hand does drop. But whenever it does, it spews this black bile liquid, and it gets on Zornir as well, but it gets on you the most. I need you to take 8 acid damage. Zornir, whenever this black ooze kind of touches you a bit, instead of actually burning you, it actually gets absorbed into your skin, and you feel fine.
Okay.
So Dumpster Billy, as y'all are calling him now, he kind of hits his knees and starts clutching his arm, screaming wildly. The crowd kind of turns around to look at what is going on, and when this happens, you start to hear people yell for guards. Probably about 2 or 3 minutes later, you see about 8 to 10 full armored guards come in holding halberds and spears and polearms of the like, and they all start to shove their spears and halberds directly at Zornir and Andy.
Hey, he attacked us? You goobers.
fucking can't.
Golly gee, you guys are overreacting for self-defense.
Speak up. I see two men standing here over a defenseless citizen of Erimar, and you say it's self-defense.
That sounds about right.
I would say you're wrong, mate. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna come with us, and it can be the easy way or the hard way. Your choice. I prefer you pick the hard way. I like a little blood myself, but if you do it the easy way, I'll harm you less. And he's gonna start coughing a little bit whenever he's talking. You're gonna see a little bit of a speck hit his hand a little bit. He's gonna wipe it across his mouth. It's not black, it's red.
I'm gonna step in close to him. I don't want to be threatening.
Okay.
I got a question for you. Do you lay eggs?
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so what he's gonna do, instead of taking the spear, since you stepped in close, he's gonna punch you square in the face, like as hard as he can. I'm gonna need you to take 6 damage.
All right.
Wow.
So
These people are really rude. All I want to know is if they lay eggs, and they just come out swinging. I don't like this place.
I have a feeling that these people might be sick. Call it just intuition or something, but they're living in a polluted hellscape. They've got nothing better to do than to pick on the people that are walking through their town.
So,
Sir, you should be ashamed of yourself. You shouldn't be picking on the tourists that are bringing the money into your godforsaken town. Have you noticed the lack of pollution controls you got going on around here? You got smokestacks billowing black crud all over your windows. I promise you, I have not seen too many towns that have this kind of problem with fire.
Sin.
So Nim's gonna step forward, not dragging Willow with her, and she's gonna cast Charm. And she's gonna try and drunkenly convince these guards to let these guys go. So what she's gonna say, hey, listen. And then she's gonna kind of go like this. Because it would make sense. Everyone's wearing masks but her, but really it's to conceal, the alky. And she's gonna say, we're new in town. We don't really understand this affliction that people seem to have going on. It looks like you're affected too. Perhaps we could help. My friends here, while out of hand and unruly, fair, they don't exactly understand the vibe of the city. They don't exactly understand the temperature that's going on in the culture of this town. So if you'll give us a little bit of patience, a little bit of understanding, we'd like to try and help if we can.
We can make a really great meal for you guys. If you got something to work with, I can cook up something really great. And we can discuss this like men at a meal with ales and stuff,
What's your persuasion check?
19 plus 2.
So the guard is kind of stepped back away from Zornier a bit. You know town, eh? Well, I can tell that these two are. You might look like you fancy the taverns a bit. That one over there, yeah, I can see you. He's gonna kind of point at Willow a bit. I can see you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you know town, right, I can give you the tour, but I can only take you so far, right? Because up there, he's gonna kind of point in the direction of the smokestacks. Even we're not allowed up there, right? So, here's the shops. There's the meat market above a little bit of ways. There's some more shops. There's bakeries. Don't get the cinnamon buns. They're bad for you. All right. A little bit further up there's a little bit more shops. But other than that, we have a nice little inn. Go about that way, 3 streets. get shit, get out of town before this happens again. I'll help you, mate. Here, not really, mate, but he looks like he's about to bleed out. So, make a proper tourniquet, and you be on your way. So, since you're new in town, I'll let you go. But if I catch you here tomorrow morning, right, tomorrow morning, which means it gives you about, I don't know, what is it, about 3 o'clock? Gives you about a little bit to get out of my town. All right? Sound like a plan. Do you savvy?
Sounds like a plan to me, but really quickly. Really quickly. Again, new in town. Super curious. You can't go towards that way? For why? For why for, though?
We're just not allowed to, mate.
Well. I don't think we need to go over there per se. But what are those all about? What's going on over there?
I think what the constable over here is implying is that it's none of our business, so we need to get the fuck out of it.
Well, what are these all about? How long they've been pumping out all this black crap? Why is everybody wearing masks? I've got questions. I don't need to go see them. But last I checked, there's something proper rotten here, and I want to know what's going on.
Nim's gonna kind of lean in and be like, she's like a real thing with like plants. You know, she's like covered in them. She's like, you know, this is like her bag. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Thanks for saying that. Willow, I need you to make a perception check.
No. Leave my hummingbirds alone, first off.
Oh, it's not your
shit.
hummingbirds that I'm worried about.
You
Okay,
perceive
good.
a complete and total lack of living things in this town except for the
That's
people.
fine.
I am so sorry. I'm
19.
so sorry.
19. Okay, so
That's
whenever
fine.
she says that, you kind of perk up a little bit, proud of the plant growth on yourself. But whenever you do kind of look around, you see that your plant growth is not doing so well.
Oh no.
I mean,
Don't make that
all of
face.
flowers. All of my flowers are wilting. Like,
They're getting
what?
there. Yeah. They're getting there.
No.
You know, I was looking at you
Absolutely
and I
not.
was thinking we could grow some stuff on you, but it looks like you're
Golems.
having some difficulties right here.
Oh no.
Could she grow
All right.
mushrooms?
The mushrooms again.
You don't even know what a mushroom is, mate. You thought you were a mushroom. I'm not growing
No, I
you.
don't.
she's like shaken. Like she's shaken. She's usually like a very cheerful person, but she's looking at like her flowers and all these things on her, and she feels as though like she's feeling this like deep visceral like dread, and also like mourning a little bit. Like she's also very angry because this should not be happening. And so she's pretty fucking insistent to know what the fuck is going on, what is spewing all this black shit that is killing the people around, and also all of these beautiful, delicate things that she holds the most high, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, could you please tell us what the fuck is happening here? What is spewing out of these smokestacks? Why are you all fine with being sick? There are people dying, people trying to get out of the gates. It is not healthy here. What the fuck is happening? How long has this been going on?
Well, if I remember right, why I'm telling you this, I don't know, but you're not from around here, right? So you might not know. Say about a decade ago. Well, this all started kind of happening. It kind of just blew up from the ground and kind of came up. The smoke started spewing up, right? So we kind of just got used to it. Some of us died. My little brother died. You know, it wasn't very pretty. But, you know, I'm the captain of the guard now, where he was the captain of the guard, so it kind of worked out in my favor. But,
Grim, that's proper grim.
grim for you, good for me. Either way, that was kind of sucked out of us. Sucked out of the surroundings of the village. It used to be a nice, pretty forest around us, but Not no more. But I get paid. You know what I mean? I don't let anybody up there, and nobody's allowed to go up it, including me, including my guard. And we make a pretty good wage doing it. So yeah,
You're coughing up blood, mate.
So what I'm hearing is, sounds like you all are dying. Do you need help with that? I'm actually pretty good at it.
well, I'm not dead yet.
Oh. Okay then.
Nim's gonna kind of lean in once again and ask if the pay is what is keeping you here. Who's paying?
Well, I mean, money shows up at my house. Which right up to here, there, right there. He's gonna kind of point to like close to one of the smokestacks.
Oh, a local.
My house right up there. It kind of just shows up in my mailbox, and I don't ask questions. I just take me orders. I do what I'm told, and I get paid.
I wouldn't either.
So it's mystery money then.
Mystery money for sure, my good friend. Mystery
It's still money, isn't it?
Good
Felt,
point.
felt. Nim's gonna kind of walk away, you know, tap Willow on the back and be like, I say a stakeout. Listen, we have till morning. Mystery money. I'm feeling lots of disguises, lots of invisibility spells. I think we can figure this out and make everyone happy. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like mystery money. You brilliant, Badger. Even though you're stumbling, I feel like we could definitely sniff this out. I feel like we should definitely see what's going on.
We sniffing
Right.
anything in this city, but that's just me.
No. You're
That'll
right.
go
Don't
in
sniff
time.
any of this fucking black crud. Absolutely. Let's find out why these poor people are suffering. And then Zornia, maybe you'll get a proper fight, not just by a dumpster diver, my friend.
Dad, you in or not?
Well, given that I seem to be watching you youngins, I'll hang around. I'll try and be the good dad. You know, it's just a temporary thing, though. I'm not really your dad. Don't you know?
Oh shit.
I've never
sure.
had a dad before.
His real dad's probably dead. Mine's definitely dead. Who knows about her dad?
Yeah,
So
okay.
for now, definitely
I
dad.
could be your dad.
Wait. How does that work?
She's gonna stop Zornir immediately. No. She didn't mean that.
Zornia,
She
I
doesn't lay
will
eggs.
tell you when you're older.
I don't know when that is, but okay.
I don't think
Not
anybody does at
today.
this point. So the guard's gonna kind of rally up his men and start walking away. He's gonna kind of look back at you and be like, "All right, tomorrow, see the pointy end of this stick. Right to your gut if I see you here tomorrow. Right? That's the deal I gave you. Take it or leave it. Up to you." He's gonna kind of walk
We're
off with
not
his
trying to drive the
brigade.
black loon.
We'll take it. And Nim sort of like turns and goes, "Joke's on you. I might be into it."
Zornir's gonna look at Nim.
I could take him.
I am not sure how I feel about stalking the local constabulary. You know,
What is constabulary?
It's when
those are the cops and the guards and the like that try to or in any other real town they'd be protecting us from the guys that were trying to stab us when we were walking by. But in this town, apparently they're just paid off by big bad air.
Dad, hear me out. What we're gonna do is you're responsible for us now, so you have to come with us because we're about to get into a lot of trouble and we might need help. And also, who knows, there might be some, and she's gonna kind of look at Willow like, back me up on this. There might be like some squirrels or something we could definitely stew up because we're all very...
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm 100% certain there's going to be some sort of
You know,
source of food. However, if you want to find a lumpy mattress and a plague for yourself, I'm not going to stop you. Okay?
all right, I'll come with. Mostly just to keep
Very
an eye
good.
on you young kids. You know, you have to watch out for the youngins because they're the future of our world.
You may call me Papa.
I'm the future.
So Willow, have you considered growing tomatoes?
Well, seeing as how everything I've been growing is currently crying, we're trying to find out the root of that. Think you might need to resort out your priorities, mate.
I'm always on the lookout for making the survival thing easier for everybody. And if you're able to share your techniques for growing a garden with you everywhere you go, that can help so many people. You have no idea. You could write a book on it.
Listen, I feel like we have more important things happening than what's growing on me. Right?
What's not growing on you?
Can we talk about some
I can
ingredients
definitely
maybe later?
say I don't think I'm growing on you. So ha 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 ha. Let's go to wherever where Neem would like to go. I'll hang out with you guys. Make sure you don't get into trouble.
What if it's good trouble? Will you join us, Andy?
Well, of course. My entire job is to make sure that you kids are safe until you find your the people that are responsible for you.
Is your axe just for chopping tomatoes, then?
No, if you notice, there's some food stains on it, but it is good for chopping off arms too. I don't know if you saw the young feller that attacked us, but he doesn't have an arm anymore.
You know what's crazy, Andy? The sky is spewing out black plague. We just got in a fight with the city guards. There's mystery money being spread about, and all. I don't understand why your first thought should be, hey, blimey, I fancy a bit of gardening. I'm going to ask Willow how she grows tomatoes. I don't know that we're aligned here. I don't have any hard feelings, but if you could take that axe and make it a little more useful, I'd feel a lot more comfortable.
Protecting y'all from the miscreants that are just roaming this evil forsaken town. I consider that to be a valid use of that axe.
A miscreant being what, a cold dish?
And I don't mean to be raising my voice at you, but you're starting to question me a bit much.
You're not raising your voice, you're barely whispering at me, mate.
But
we got a proper crisis here, Andy.
But
I need you to pull your head
this
out
is not
of
a
the oven.
crisis for us. Oh, I think here's the important thing. When you're out and about and you're doing something that's important, you have to learn to take care of yourself well, because if you do a bad job of that, you're going to do a bad job of the job that you should be doing. If our job is to make sure that those smokestacks somehow stop spewing the evilness they are, you're going to need a full stomach. You're going to need a good night's rest. You're going to need to make sure that you are healthy and that you have had the proper nutrients in your body so that you have the capability to go out and do the things that need to be done. If you are sitting here on an empty stomach, you're just going to get angry. You're going to take it out on people like me. You're going to take it out on everybody else on this team. I am sorry, but I insist that if you're going to do this, you absolutely must be taking care of yourself as well.
Thank you for the filibuster. Andy, do you realize that our health is affected by the smokestacks, and that's why we're looking into them? You want to talk about health? Let's go find out what's going on. Right?
I'm gonna go over to Nim. I think Dad and Dad are fighting.
And it's our fault. That's the most key thing here.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh.
Nim's gonna look at Zornir and say, it is our fault, absolutely, 110%. We should internalize that, process it, never also drink about it, and then we should go that way like I suggested 2 hours ago. Let's go. Maybe they'll follow. Maybe they'll argue on the way. Let's go. Let's go. And she's just gonna kind of like.
I mean,
She's gonna kind of like go like this.
I would love to drink about it.
Yeah, fuck yeah! I can get behind that. And she's gonna pass it and be like, but just a sip, just a sip, and then she's gonna reluctantly hand it
Just
over.
a sip. That's right. That's right. Okay.
So I'm gonna take it.
Stick his fucking dragon tongue in the bottle and fucking.
Is the street urchin still there, whining and crying, or is he?
I would say
Looking
he's
at
kind
us
of
while
passed out from the adrenaline rush, fading off. But yeah.
As we're
Um,
walking away, then I'm gonna like sprinkle a healing word towards Dumpster Billy.
Whenever you do that, you kind of take a little bit of the plant life off of your shoulder, and you kind of just, and the nub
My
itself,
wilted plant life.
the nub kind of heals over, where the skin is kind of all in contact like a prosthetic.
Wow, that's really. Huh. Okay. Awesome.
He can't
I-
help
I-
himself. He's
All right.
even if a person
Alright.
is a little bit dodgy in the head, they can't help it. They can't help it. They don't deserve to bleed out on the fucking streets.
Well, you got a tourniquet.
Dumpster Billy.
All right, so y'all are gonna be
Okay.
walking up towards the smokestacks.
Where the guard specifically said when he pointed that he lives. And
Lila.
also,
Anyway,
I'm gonna cast something to keep us invisible as fuck.
No. Okay. What's your spell? I'm walking right next to you at this point.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a cantrip. Hold on. I'm gonna throw a minor illusion.
all right, what are you doing
And
with
make-
minor illusion?
I'm gonna make a fucking fog show up in front of us, like a little smoke cloud. So that as soon as we walk through, it's done. It doesn't follow us, but like I like whisper it, like it just.
And you see like a
Hell
little
yeah,
puff, like basically like this. You see it. You disappear for a second. And you walk right through.
Your camera turns off.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. All right, cool.
It's only a 5-foot radius, so like
Yeah, I
as
got
soon as
you.
we walk through it,
As
it's
soon as
gone.
you walk
But
through it, it's kind of just gone. Yeah. Awesome.
I'm
In this
over here,
campaign
like,
where like
I'm
Willow's
even better
making
than
up
I
for her
thought.
non-adept. Willow's like, hold on, what did
Willow's
she
a
cast?
good-hearted person.
Firebolt. Going through the fucking spell book.
She's-
That's how you do it. Okay.
she's got a sharp tongue, but she's a lover. Willow's a lover. She's gonna
Gotcha.
support your delusion.
I feel it.
She's had one bottle the whole time, and she's shithoused the entire time. So that's lamp oil for sure.
But you start walking up the cobblestone street, and the smog is getting thicker. It's getting harder to physically see. You're only able to see probably about 20 feet in front of you at this point. You walk up a little bit further, and you catch the guard, the main guard, kind of going into his house. And from that point, it starts to turn dark. It starts to turn really dark, and you're only able to see maybe 15 feet in front of you at this point. And you start to lose sight of his front door. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna cast Gust away from us towards the mailbox
Okay.
to like blow the smog away so we can see. And if we're not, I mean, it's not gonna clear the smog away from us, right?
No, because you're pointing it directly away from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
Okay. Okay. So you use Gust, and the first cantrip. So I'm assuming that you're going to keep it going, right? You're
Mhm.
just going to keep repeatedly casting it because it's not costing you any spell slots or anything. You keep repeating. You just, you kind of put your hand out a little bit, and you feel the gentle breeze kind of pressing it away to where you can see the front door and the mailbox that is right next to the front door, where it's kind of clear in your sight. An hour passes by, you see nothing. An hour and a half passes by, you see nothing. And it's starting to get fairly dark outside. And about 2 hours pass by, and you see a light kind of coming up from the factory area, the smokestack area, kind of coming up. But all it is a light. And you see it get a little bit closer to his front door, a little bit closer to his front door. And what you see is a figure that kind of looks like Zornir. a dragon humanoid figure, but it is made entirely of this smog. It's made entirely of this smog. And you can see it kind of take the steps up to the front door. And you see from outside of this smog, kind of like it's pulling it out of a cloak, what looks to be a sack. And you can hear the coins kind of clinking from where you're at, be dropped in the mailbox. And this smog dissipates. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god.